I join Paula in welcoming you to the Brazilian Philanthropy Forum. You know, it was only 3 years ago that Carol Trevitas came to the Global Philanthropy Forum and spoke, and then approached us with an idea. Why not a Brazilian Philanthropy Forum composed of Brazilian philanthropists, social investors, leaders of inclusive enterprises who are committed to Brazil and to Brazilians no matter what their circumstances? The idea was, of course, irresistible, as was the partnership, and so we're so proud to be involved. Of course, Carol then turned to Marcos Cusil, who has this extraordinary Rolodex and some many well-earned relationships of trust, and he turned to Paula Fabiani, who can turn all ideas into something phenomenal with great verve, of which she did. And then, of course, she turned to you, and we're really grateful to Carol, to Marcos, to Paula, and to you. Now, I know you'll be hearing from many of my friends who actually did make it from the United States to see you. Swanee Hunt, whose zeal matches her generosity. There's Heather Grady, who has been a longtime expert in economic development and seeks to match strategic philanthropy with really smart policy. There's Marcos Neto of the UNDP. Whenever I hear politicians complain about United Nations bureaucrats, I think they ought to meet Marcos. He's just all contagious enthusiasm and good ideas, the farthest thing from a bureaucrat. And you'll hear from Lester Solomon, who's a scholar, who's really a true, deep expert in the world of philanthropy. We all look at his work with real admiration, so you're lucky to have him there as well. You know, also among you are some terrific people, members of the Brazil Philanthropy Forum, who've traveled to the Global Philanthropy Forum just last year. So I wish I were saying hello personally to Hugo and Beatrice and Clovis. So I'd like to start our day off with an opportunity, a danger, and then a word about your role. The opportunity is that Brazil has been experiencing extraordinary economic growth over the last several years. It has created tremendous wealth and has lifted many from poverty. That's the good news. The danger is that the growth is not broad-based, and development is rapid but not inclusive. And that's where you come in. What's so remarkable about the group of people assembled in this room today is that you all share this commitment to inclusive development in a wonderful country. You're willing to put your private resources to those ends. You're willing to use your grant making. You're willing to use your investing. You're willing to even take companies you lead and put them into the service of that social goal. That's what makes this group remarkable. That's what makes this group impactful. And that's why what you do matters. Again, I couldn't be more grateful to Carol, to Marcos, to Paula, and to you. I just wish I were by your side.